What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? PetRockMedia coming at you with the first, yes, the first episode of this concept of mine called Coffee Talk / Scotch Talk. Basically what it's going to be is just me kind of going over my feelings for the day or for the week or stories that I've heard of and just kind of sharing my thoughts and opinions and putting this out there as newsworthy topics. Today is not really more of, or is really just more of an introduction to my plans on this particular series. Haven't really thought of what to name it yet. I'm calling it Coffee Talk only because currently I'm drinking a nice cup of joe in my Canon 24-70 Mach lens mug. Okay, so figured that's what I would go with today as far as with the title. So that's what I'm rolling with now. But if you guys have any thoughts, any comments, suggestions, leave them in the comments section below. And again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So, reason why I decided to make this particular episode of this video was to give my opinions and my overall impressions of Titanfall, okay, for the Xbox 360. And the reason why I'm bringing up the Xbox 360 is because of the fact that I haven't really seen these consoles take that next step into next generation. Okay, Xbox does have a few titles for the Xbox One, so does PlayStation 4. Okay, one of the mainstay video games that was supposed to come out and revolutionize the game or the particular system was Titanfall. I was not one of those who was really going all in on this particular video game. I loved the trailers. I loved the initial gameplay. I loved the debut of it. It just did not really pull me in to go 100% in and get an Xbox One. So I haven't gotten any of the new next generation consoles. I'm still with my original Xbox 360, my PS3, and even my Wii. Okay. The only real thing that I have that's possibly considered newer than that is a PlayStation Vita. Okay, but even that, I'm not 110% all in. I do have one. I do game on it. It's great for portable gaming. I've always thought that Xbox has missed the boat when it comes to portable gaming. I think they just need to give up on their phones, in my opinion. I just personally don't like the Windows phones. I think they're kind of clunky and whatnot, but that's besides the point. That'll be another video in another time. But to kind of bring this all back, I have just been playing Titanfall for roughly about an hour to 2 hours today. I've had the game for a couple days, and I just started playing again today and played it for about an hour to 2 hours. And just something about the game that has not really pushed me to get an Xbox One. The gameplay is great. Like I said, I'm basing this off the 360 because, again, I don't have an Xbox One. The gameplay is great. I do like the controllers, the control layout. I like the certain gameplay capabilities and the character capabilities, like the running on the walls and the double jumps and calling your Titan and having them come in and help you. One thing that I did not like that I found myself wanting, even though when I heard that they weren't going to have one, it made sense to me only because I was basing it off of my past experiences with Call of Duty. And that is single-player campaign. I was playing and I found myself wanting to do a campaign. I wanted to hear more of the story. I wanted to hear more of that. So that's just my personal opinion. I found myself wanting to know more of that. So not having a single player campaign brought it down a little bit. Excuse me. Like I said, the gameplay is awesome. The control layouts are very similar to Call of Duty, with them being created. But it did not capture me the way I thought it was, and I did not buy Titanfall. I actually, of all things, I Redboxed it. My local Redbox that's not too far from my house always has the games when they're first released on Redbox. For some reason, there's not a lot of gamers in my neighborhood, so score for me because it allows me to get these games, and I've had Redboxed it a few times because I wasn't going to plop down the $60 up front just to get it. Just recently, as a matter of fact, Amazon came out with their deal of the day, I believe, on Tuesday, which would have made it April 20th. Don't quote me on the date, maybe 21st. But anyways, Amazon just recently had a deal of the day where Titanfall was $35. So that got me thinking again, should I get it for the 360? Should I get it for the Xbox One? Because my initial thoughts were going to be get an Xbox One by the summertime. I got the game. I redboxed it again just to get my feet wet in the game again. And I really, really, really am a little disappointed in the video game as far as it didn't pull me towards the Xbox One. Now, I understand it's still in development as far as the games and whatnot for the Xbox One. The game that I really, really would like to get my hands on sooner than later is the new Batman game. I've been hearing rumors, and there have been rumors out there that they're going to delay it possibly to the end of the year, if not 2015. So that I'm not sure of, but I just know that there are rumors out there that they might possibly delay the game until 2015, first quarter. So, with all that being said, the game that I have found myself playing most of the time, and I know I'm late to the party after all the awards this game has won, is this one right here. That's right, for the PlayStation 3, The Last of Us, okay? Now, I had always been wanting to play this game, and as a matter of fact, it's a funny story. My daughter, who at the time was 9 or 10, heard about this game from a friend, okay? So that young, they're already talking about particular video games that are coming out. We went to Best Buy. They actually had a demo of said game. She started picking up the controllers and played it and called me over here and said, hey, check this game out. And it just immediately got me hooked on the whole storyline, the gameplay of it and whatnot. It reminds me of a Silent Hill style, Resident Evil style game, which I grew up loving to play. So it had that automatic connection for me, which, if we're all honest with each other, that is the main purpose of games, to feel that connection. And it's going to suck you into the storyline. If it's got a great storyline, if it's got great gameplay, it shouldn't matter what system it's on, okay? So that is what originally got me for this game. But I never purchased it. My PlayStation 3 was always just really used as a Blu-ray player, and I've talked about that in other videos, where my PlayStation 3 was purchased because we had a lot of gift cards, and I would like to have that optional gameplay feature of a particular Blu-ray player, which in this case is a PlayStation 3, being used primarily as a Blu-ray player with the possibility of maybe playing games on it. Well, this particular game has just completely sucked me in. I've been playing it. I redboxed it. That's what to get my feet wet a little bit again. And this was about 2 weeks ago. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to return it so I don't have to, end up buying the game through Redbox, which is a ridiculous amount of money. Hopped onto Amazon on my phone, picked up the game, Amazon Prime. 2 days later, it was in my hands, and I'm about halfway done through the game. It is a very, very intense game in my opinion. The surround sound, when you have it on Dolby 5.1, which is what I have in my gaming system. If you haven't seen my gaming system, check out the video of my game room tour on the 70-inch Vizio and my surround sound, which is the Logitech Z5500s. It sounds amazing, okay? The clickers, as they call the zombies or the infected individuals, you can hear them all over the place, and the way I have the sound set up, it sounds amazing. It even creeps my family out, creeps my wife and my daughter out, myself included. So, with all that being said, Titanfall, I give it an 8 out of 10, only because of the fact that everything else is there. And the only thing that's clouding this is my personal opinion and what I wanted the game to do for me. And it just fell short for me, okay? A couple of friends of mine have asked me about it also, and I have told them how I feel and the fact that I'm probably not going to be getting an Xbox One anytime soon until I get that game that's going to pull me in. Which for me and my wife, since we are monstrous Halo fans, it's probably going to be the Halo 5 that they release. So, until then, I'm pretty much going to be sticking with my Xbox 360. However, if they're going to release it like they've been rumored to be doing, or I'm not sure if they've already made it 100%, they will be re-releasing, if I'm not mistaken, a version of this game for the PlayStation 4. If that's correct, and if it seems to have more additional gameplay, an additional storyline, whatever, I might make my first next generation console purchase the PlayStation 4. So that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to do, was kind of give you my thoughts on Titanfall, how I feel about the video game, what I was expecting it to do for me, and how it fell short. Again, if you have any questions or comments, post them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, And again, if you guys have any suggestions for what we should be calling these daily or weekly sessions, feel free to leave them in the comments below as well. If you're a PlayStation 3 owner and have not played this game, I highly recommend you pick this game up. Like, if you're like me and you're against the fence about it, Redbox it, play it. It only costs you $2. I guarantee you, though, if you're into these types of games, you're going to love this game and you're not going to want to put it down. But again, that is just my opinion. So again, leave the comments down below. Thumbs up. PetRockMedia signing out. Peace.